Yeah, dog. Thomas G here once again with another cryptocurrency video for you guys. Welcome to the channel. Don't forget to smash the like button, drop a comment, and always remember, I'm not a financial advisor. For damn sure, not a professional. This is cryptocurrency. You could get wrecked. You got to do your own research. And don't ever allow an influencer on any social media platform out there to influence you when it comes to cryptocurrency. You could lose everything, man. Things go bad, code goes bad, scams, rug pulls, price goes down 95%, you name it, all right? Today is my official apology video to the Titanx community. And I like to start off by saying,
I've ridiculed everyone on the roster. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants.
You heard it. That's the apology you get. And listen, all jokes aside, guys, there's nothing to apologize. I've had people since the price of Titanx has been going up. Oh, what now? And you know, what are you gonna say? You're sorry? And it's funny to me how crypto is. You know, no one said anything for several months because of the price has continuously dropped from, you know, where it started. We'll take a look. But the moment this shoots up, everyone comes out and wants to say something. And listen, man, and we'll take a look at this wallet here, which, by the way, this has been a public wallet on YouTube since about 2016 when I had my first channel. So I know a lot of people have wallet watched, like Eric from DragonX, and post a bunch of stuff. And that's because I want you guys to be able to see that. It's public. I have put that out there. I have a small position in Titanx here and much larger ones on wallets that I've never shown and have never been linked to my public addresses. And that's for security reasons. You know, if this wallet gets hacked, loses everything because I shared it and someone drains it, you know, that's clever enough, then so be it. I can move on. But this is the wallet that I've shown, and we'll talk about numbers and go into it and talk about DragonX. So the reason why people are, you know, attacking my feed, which I really don't care, to be honest. Like, when you guys go and you say anything negative or positive, it gets me more hits. It gets me more views. Thank you. Thank you for the people that show respect. Thank you for the people who show support. Thank you for the people who flat out don't like me and are trying to laugh. But, I mean, the joke's on you. At the end of the day, I'm the one who's stuck with several wallets of miners that I get to collect every single day. And I get to choose whether I want to sell during this pump, I want to hold it, you know, how do I want to utilize it on the platforms that are available today, you know, that are out there, like the Helios and all the build on Titanx ecosystems. So the price goes up, I'm getting all these messages. The thing about, and if someone posted, I owe an apology. I don't owe an apology, and here's why. I am an influencer on social media like Twitter and YouTube. So when I went heavy in the paint talking about Titanx, right? You got to remember when Titanx launched, and we'll put the 1-year chart here. We're going to ignore this pump that happened here at the launch day, like of October 30th, 2023. And we'll look at the prices around here going into like a month after the fact, where people were buying to stake with the incentive that they were going to earn Ethereum based off the flywheel that was happening, right? The entire DragonX thing happened, debacle, and people were like, oh, he's mad because he's not getting his way. I had made it publicly clear, you can see in the blockchain on the wallet that I've shared with everybody for years now, going on 8 years, right, that I made my money back on staking. My frustration and where I was like, man, was that even though I tell people not to follow an influencer, more people were reaching out to me. And I was like, dude, you could have made so much money on miners. Like, but they were mad because they saw the money that was being made on staking, and they bought at these prices here, which is 4 zeros plus, right? 4 zeros plus. Now, it wouldn't have been a problem, right, if they had done that investment and their staking percentage wasn't diluted by the entire DragonX coming in, and you know, Jake sending sending all that Titanx and diluting everybody. And you know, he has his reasons. It's whatever. It happened. It hit me then, and I've not thought about it since, other than when I talk about it today, just to go back in time and tell you these were the emotions. Looking out for the little guys, looking out for all the people that are like, dude, I'm so wrecked on staking. Like, what are you doing? And I'm like, nothing. I earned my money back, and I just got to, you know, move on and wait for this Shogun or whatever platform that hasn't come out yet. And the money that they spent at these prices, they didn't get any ROI back after the DragonX dilution phase, which it is what it is. And they didn't make their money back. And they are still wrecked. They're still bitter. I'm not bitter. I made my money 100% plus. So fighting for the little guy and having that on my conscience as an influencer is where the anger came from. Fighting for you, the little person that is mad. People want to say, oh, he's greedy and all that. Like, of course I want to make more money, and getting diluted, I would want to make more money. That's the greed in crypto. But that was just like, it is what it is. I'm good. But for all those that followed me, that weight was on my shoulders. So when people are excited about the price going up, I don't blame them. But you got to remember, this is where where all the FOMO and Titanx happened. At 4 zeros, it's at 6 zeros and a 4386 currently. And you look at the last month here, right? You have a lot to be happy about at this point if you were buying anywhere in between here. And on a couple wallets, I just felt like I would get, you know, some Ethereum here and there, and I would buy. So I did buy, and you know, people are asking that I've talked about that I bought, purchased. They're like, "Are you gonna hold it, or what are you gonna do?" And the simple answer is, the reason why I bought on these dips is because I do feel that the best move I can make, considering that there was no Shogun and the money that I put in, you know, I did ROI back on that. The easiest play for me would be to buy absolutely as much as I can before and after day 280, which most people thought the price would continue to dump, but it did the opposite. So I thought that I would be buying, and I'd be able to stretch that out for up until today and moving forward, maybe for like 30, 60 days. So the reason why I got in Titanx, because I believed in the vision. That vision never left my mind. I understood the mechanics. I did read the white paper. The hiccup that happened was with the staking debacle. So now that we're here, and now we know that day 280 wasn't doomsday, everything that I bought is up now. Everything that people bought during the time when staking was popular are still wrecked and underwater. So again, I feel good. I feel great. I feel bad for these people. I think the appropriate time for me as an influencer is not to brag about buying the bottom. You know, I could have bought way more. I didn't. I probably, maybe 5 Ethereum max I did between a few wallets. That's about it. You know, I could have did 20, 30, and that would be a big come up. But I wasn't sure about what was going to happen on day 280 doomsday, to be completely honest. I didn't see this happening. I will be happy once I realize that people are able to get out of those stakes if they can. Or maybe those people bought the dip, but when the price goes back up and they can make their money back and they're like, dude, I'm good now, you know? That weight on my shoulders is there. So that's what bothers me, is because a lot of people, as I was talking about it, got in, and as much as I tell them not to, they got wrecked here, got stuck in staking, didn't make their ROI, didn't make diddly squat, turned into peanuts. So, you know, if you did, you were able to catch these dips. This looks great, but when you zoom out, you know, we're still way below where people initially got wrecked, where things fell apart, and where the community was just like shaken up by the ROI that was presented to them in the end of October, most of November, and then December. You know, things started to go south. And price go up is great. Awesome. Listen, they have a lot of things to burn the token. That's cool. The whole thing with Eric and Dragon Axe, I didn't participate in that and don't ever intend to. I know he's watches my wallets very closely from the ones that I've made public, and he's displayed that to people, and I'm just like, okay, man, I got a fan there, right? It is what it is. So look at this account here that I've always made public, and we'll just look at what's going on. Let me refresh it really quick, because I haven't showed this in a long time, right? So I'm going to connect it here. I'm going to refresh that one more time. All right. So we've seen this in the past, and you'll take a look now after several months of being in the red as far as ROI, the price has gone up, right? It's not recovered to where a lot of people got wrecked. But if you had the funds to buy the dip, right? This is the 2x right here. Okay. In crypto, that no one's like excited about a 2x that's seen like 10s and 20s and 30s of x's, but these 2x means a lot to a lot of people. My hopes is that the people that got wrecked were like, let me roll the dice on here, and they got the 2x and they get something out of the ecosystem to think positive, right? Other than what I think about like Eric and Jake, I had that issue with. It's like nothing personal. It's business. You know, I think at the end of the day, you can only be mad for so long about this matter. It's been several months. Time moves on quick in crypto. They got a problem with me, then it is what it is. I don't really not going to lose sleep over it. I have like I said, a massive amount of miners split up between wallets where now they show in the green. And my honest position at this point is if I were to sell these miners, like where's the next one I'm going to get? 2 on the 12th. Is that like in 2 days? 1,000 on the 13th, 1,000. You know, I put a lot of money back into the ecosystem on all my wallets. You know, I could have took those early 8x on every single wallet I got in early and took it to the bank. I took a good amount, put it elsewhere, but I kept it in the ecosystem. I was a fairly good player. Wasn't just completely driving it off the ecosystem. That's why I was so excited for staking, because I wanted to feed the flywheel and continue doing that on the house, which is great. Didn't happen that way, but it also didn't happen for other people as far as ROI like me that weren't as lucky as me. That's guilt. It's just there. It is what it is. You know, you get over it. And I still talk to these people, and they're just like, you know, they took big hits, big financial hits that were like life-changing money, could have been made out of it elsewhere. And you know, I'm going to continue to talk with them, and they'll bring it up here and there. I'm just like, change the subject, you know. That's just for me to deal with. So let's see. So stretch these out here in the plus all the way to September. You see that I'm still making miners in December. Even when the price is going down, I'm still making miners on this account in January. And if you look at the history of the price, you know, I still believed in the vision even after the fact of what was going on, which right here in the middle of like the end of January is where Dragon X launched and diluted everybody basically one day before the biggest payout for staking. It happened literally the day before, right? It was going to be I believe it was like a day 90 payout or something like that. I forget, as far back as I can go. And everyone was like, dude, this is going to be the biggest Ethereum payout. Like, we were hyped. Even if you were above ROI, you're ecstatic. If you haven't hit ROI, you were about to hit ROI. And then the Dragon X debacle happened, or whatever you want to call it. Dragon X came and they took their lion's share of the position. And people didn't get the payouts that they were looking at. That's crypto. That is cryptocurrency. What else could you expect but prepare for the worst, right? So, yeah, the positions are looking good. You know, they're not behind anymore. We'll see. My goal is to hold these, claim them, hold them, and if I have all this Titanx on all these wallets and it goes back to these numbers and goes above, you know, could I juice this for 40101? That's when I will sell. I'm in crypto. I'm all about profits, guys. And this is like as transparent and as honest as I could possibly be. I'm in it for the money. I don't care about staying in the platform beyond March 2025, where the possible end of a bull market cycle could be ending. I want to get out of everything before then. And if that doesn't happen and the bull market extends, I'll get out wherever I think I can, because the bull markets come and go. If we even are in a bull market, which it feels like we are. But either way, the mechanics of Titanx and burning the tokens, I always thought it should work out in our favor. Hopefully this continued growth and momentum happens. But as far as apologies and all that, you ain't going to get that from me. I'm here, you know, while you're worried about whatever you're worried about, you know, expect an apology from me. I owe no one an apology. All I owe is to myself, is to make a good play here. And the good play here has been to buy and try to aim for the bottoms, you know. Because I thought, you know, even here, I thought this right here, I was like, oh, this is the bottom. And, you know, you buy an Ethereum here, and then it drops here, and you're like, I guess that wasn't the bottom. And we drop another ETH, and then it goes up. You're like, oh, FOMO in, let me buy more, buy more here. And it's really hard to time. But either way, where I was buying, I'm up from. So hopefully a lot of the people that got wrecked are too. That's all I can hope, pray for, is that. At the end of the day, who cares about if I'm in profit or not? No one cares. You care about yourself. I care about myself. I care, you don't care. Let's not pretend, right? Let's not pretend. Especially if you're not an influencer. Unless you led a bunch of people to where you feel like you led them to the slaughterhouse and they got wrecked on staking, you don't care. If you're me, then you're just like, man, this doesn't feel good. And you can only hope this goes parabolic to make up for that. People love you again, because people are going to love you when price is up. People are going to hate you when the price is down. That's where Jake's at. That's where I'm at as an influencer on my platform, right? Jake's real quiet all these months. It's pumped up. Now he's tweeting, and everyone's tweeting all excited. You got the green borders, all that. People making videos, hitting up Thomas G. Apology, this and that. Like, hey man, just try and play your cards as best as you can. Just remember, this is crypto. We could have all this momentum, and then it stops for whatever reason. I could be going and being like, dude, I should have sold at 6 zeros and a 4, because I don't know what's going to happen with Ethereum. Are we really in a bull market? I don't know. This is supposed to be a leverage play on Ethereum. If it is or not, you know, you see how it's been playing out. Looking at the staking, like this staking was worth like $40,000-$50,000 at one point. It's only worth $2,415. So you can see like where and I purchased all this at above like what the 4.0 range. So you can see where my hair is not blown back at all. If you were to type in, you know, the numbers on a calculator for the amount that's here, and I've collected some too. So I bought more than this. So let's say for the 5 billion that I purchased here, buying that above 4 zeros and just we'll put it at a 1, you know, this amount was like $55,000, right? I ROI'd on it, but you can see this is cryptocurrency. This was worth $55,000. It's worth $2,415. I'm not excited to see that amount because it just 2x. Just about a couple weeks back, it was worth half, $1,200. So when this goes back to $55,000, and then we see a Shogun, I'll be like, woohoo, Titanx, let's go. No, really, you won't, but you'll see some major excitement from some of the OGs, that's for sure. Some of the OGs are out there on top of the mountains excited already. Good for you, that's great. What do I predict here to happen? I mean, if everything happens the way it should, and we go into a bull market, and, you know, obviously we're not printing, it's going to go. The vision has always been going from hyperinflationary to hyper deflationary. I was hoping a 10x from where I got in. To be honest, that's 4 zeros and a 1, 4 zeros plus, right? A 10x from there. Let me do the math on that, on a 10x from that position, because everything's measured from the bottom, right? So at 10x from that would be 3 zeros and a 1. Everyone's going to say, well, it did 10x from the bottom, 100x from the bottom. Everything's measured from the bottom. So if it 100x is from the bottom, that'd be cool. I mean, let's take a look at that number here. See what we can see the absolute bottom. We'll just call this the bottom, 6 zeros and a 7. So if we do the 6 zeros and a 1 7, multiply that by 100, that's 4 zeros and a 1 7. That's my 10x from my entry. So although when I got in, it would be a 10x from that price, it'd literally be 100x from the absolute bottom. That's crazy. All right. So we'll see. We'll see, man. Maybe we'll do an update. I don't know. Again, I ain't looking for that toxic community to come say anything to me. They don't even really want to do this video, but you know, I got to address it because of so much that's being stirred up. I don't care to talk about, you know, communities that are going to attack me. I'd rather embrace those that are going to just be mutual and understand where I'm coming from. And if they can't, then you know what? We just shut it down and say, hey, man, you got other influencers. Good luck to you. Don't forget to pound the like button. Till next time, we'll do it again. Yeah, dog.